Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to show you how to replace a toilet seat, and it's really simple. You don't have to pay someone to do it. If you're moving into an apartment, you're getting a new house, sometimes the toilet seats are a wood or a fat, like something that can kind of soak things in. It's kind of nasty. So it's really easy to do. You really don't even need any tools unless somebody really cranked a toilet seat on tight, because when you put a toilet seat cover on, you're putting it on a porcelain toilet, and basically if you over tighten them, you could crack your toilet. You definitely don't want to do that. We're going to take this off. There's two ways to really do this. You can reach underneath. These are plastic. Whenever you're dealing with bolts, the bolts connecting to your toilet are likely going to be plastic unless it's super old, and they might be a brass or something else. But they're plastic, and they have plastic nuts on the bottom. So there's two ways to really do it. You can reach under and basically just loosen the bolt underneath, or most toilet seats have these flip-ups, which are, oh, they're nasty. They are nasty. And you can see there's a lot of blue cleaner in there, which is good, which means we've done what we can to try to clean, but there's other things that are yellowish in there too. My boys use this bathroom, so I'm guessing their aim isn't as good as we want it to be. And at the end of the day, what you can do in here is, if you have a screwdriver, the nuts on the bottom are kind of, they kind of have a wing on it, so you really can just kind of, you know, loosen them from the top, and this will actually, if it's spinning at the bottom, you might have to see if it's spinning. There we go. So I'm going and turning to the right here, and if you just kind of hold that bolt on the bottom and keep going, or if you drop your screwdriver like I just did, you can just kind of keep going with the bolt on the bottom. It's a little bit easier and quicker anyway. But just to get it started, sometimes it's nice to just have a screwdriver, a Phillips, or like I'm using a flat, but it's just a bigger flat that kind of fits in there. And you're just going to take off both sides. And you can see the nastiness in there. These always are kind of long, which I'm not really sure why they're as long as they are. But the reason they made these plastic bolts and plastic nuts as well is because if they were metal or brass, people would crack their porcelain. So you want to make them snug, but you don't want to make them tight when you get the replacement seat on. So once that's done, you're going to pull up. Well, even the bolts are nasty. Awesome. So you got that going for you. Then you're just going to lift off the entire seat, and even under the seat's nasty. And because this wasn't one we put on, that toilet seat's it's the plastic, kind of like public bathroom kind of plastic seat, and we're going to put on a nicer wood one. So I would recommend, first thing to do, get everything nice and clean. To start with, always start as clean as you can. I'm actually starting to think that these are just projects my wife wants me to do, and she's videoing me doing them, so she gets things done around the house. And she gets the toilets cleaned that she doesn't want to touch, which is great, because this is both my sons use this bathroom, so here we go. And I try to clean underneath really well too. Like, you're not going to be able to see as well under there, but you're going to be putting on a new nut on the bottom. You can see it's a little dirty. So you're going to be putting a new nut on the bottom there. So if you're going to clean. So get in there good, really good. And so we're at a starting point now where we can actually put our new seat on. So what makes this one unique is you're going to get this bag. It's really simple to do. This is absolutely something you can do. You're going to get 2 bolts and 2 plastic nuts. That's all you're going to get. And you can see when I said that it had like a wing nut, that's kind of what that is, right? So you can actually screw from the top, because that's going to actually get kind of wedged in underneath. And so once you get it started, you can actually do that. And all you're going to do, that one's going to go there, that one's going to go there. You can see I'm not actually attaching the toilet seat whatsoever. And these things actually have little clips on them, little things on them, so it'll actually pull it down nice and tight to it. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to connect that and pull it down nice and snug, and don't over tighten. That's a problem I have. I like to over tighten things. So I'm going to get it started really quick. And we're just going to get this kind of put on here. I don't recommend doing this with a power screwdriver. I know the bolts are a little long, but the last thing you want to do is crack your toilet. If you do crack your toilet because you're doing things aggressive and too rough, Don't blame me, please. Tighten, snug, that's it. So this should sit nice and tight to the base, just like that. And I'm gonna do the other side. So I'm putting the bolts on just like this because I'm using this removable Easy Clean beamless toilet seat. If you're not, your bolts are going to go back through just like the toilet seat we took off, right? Your toilet's going to sit there loose, and you're going to want to put the plastic bolt through that, and then you're going to tighten it on just like that. So if you're just replacing it with the non-removable one, it's the same process, but you're putting them through the toilet seat cover itself. Very easy to do. It is a do-it-yourself that you can easily do yourself. All right, so both of them are tightened, and let's show you how this removable Easy Clean toilet seat works. And again, if this was super expensive, I know you'd want to consider, do I really want to do this? And but it's not. It's 18 bucks. You're not going to get much cheaper of a toilet seat than that anyway. So I'd probably look at using this one. And so you can see here you have a lock and an unlock. So this is unlock, so I'm turning these to the unlock section. And then all you're going to really do is you're going to fit that over the two bolts that you have, push them down so you can hear it kind of snugs in there. And you're going to turn it from lock, or from unlock, and you're going to just basically make a slight turn to your right so it locks on there tight, and now it's on. Now to take off, you're going to turn it to unlock, and what I found is easiest, go up, just wiggle a little bit, it pops off, and now you can clean really close to it. So you can get all that out of there, and you can clean this a little bit easier too because they're removed. And then when you're done cleaning, back to lock, and you're good to go. Okay, so that's it. So that's how you basically take off an old toilet seat and put a new one on, in case you have one that's nasty or moving into a new house or new apartment. And then I did show you as well how to install the beamless Easy Clean one that's removable to keep your bathroom much cleaner and basically allow you to get into those crevices a little bit easier. So I'll put a link in the description below to the beamless Easy Clean one that we put on. But again, you're going to want to measure, make sure that your toilet seat's going to fit your toilet so it's not overhanging, or basically it's going to fit the size of what your toilet is. And that's it. Subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up. Okay, so don't be afraid to hit that super thanks button and buy me a coffee, and we'll see you next time.